In this video, I'm gonna share with you exactly how to optimize your YouTube shorts, and I'm also gonna share with you some results so you can see why it even makes sense for you to do it in the first place. My name is Rakeem Madison. Let's get into the content. All right, so let me go ahead and grab my phone real quick, and as you can see, I put it up here on the screen as well for you to see. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to YouTube. Once YouTube opens up, as you can see, I got my picture in the right corner, right? So what I'm gonna do to make sure that we got accurate rankings for what I'm about to show you, I'm gonna go ahead and click on my picture, and then I'm gonna click where it says turn on incognito. Now, when I click that, I don't have any search or watch history, right? It's basically treating me as a new person that just got on YouTube. Anytime you see somebody that's showing you a video on how to rank your videos or even blog posts, you always wanna make sure that person is not logged in, because if they're logged in, it's going to show skewed results. I've seen many people that said that they were ranking for something on YouTube, and then when I went to go check, they weren't ranking. They were nowhere to be found most times because they believe that if they show you in their account, then it's actually accurate, right? So that's just something I want to share with you. I know it kind of got a little bit off topic, but let's continue. All right, so right now, like I said, no search or watch history. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the search box and I'm gonna type in keywords that I use to be able to rank my YouTube shorts on the first page of YouTube, right? So the first one was how to talk into a camera. And obviously you can see it's a keyword because it's auto-populating, right? Now, when I click on that, you can see, right? So we got Think Media as the #1 video right there. We got this person right here. We got right here. That's number 4 we're on right now. This is number 5. And then this right here is an ad right before my video, right? So that's my full video. So what I did is I took a clip out of that video and then I made a short out of it, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and keep scrolling down. So right now we on about number 8 or number 9. So as you can see, shorts actually show up in the search results as well, right? Because you can see these shorts are popping up. But what's even more powerful than that is right here, you can see my video, I think it's like number 9 or number 10. But that's powerful because now I'm not just leveraging the shorts feed, I'm also leveraging evergreen views, right? So now let's imagine that that short continues to perform on both mediums. Now I'm getting evergreen views on my short. So these are things that we want to think about. If you've already created long form videos on certain topics, you can find ways, cut clips out of those or make, shorter versions of those and then try to rank for them in the shorts inventory, right? Because obviously there's been a lot of shorts created, but the shorts inventory when it comes to search, like ranking, is not as competitive as the long form ranking, right? So keep that in mind moving forward as a strategy that you can use with your shorts. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at another one that I got. So the other one was best way to ask for subscribers, right? So check that out. You can see it's a keyword because it's auto-populating. So if I click on that, we got Film Booth as the first video. We got Nick, and then right below them, we got my video ranking at number 3, my YouTube short, right? And you can see it got 256 views from 1 month ago. And the other one I just showed you got 1,800 views in 1 month, right? And what's good about them, once again, is because it's evergreen, right? It's ranking on the first page, which is very, very powerful, right? So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take you into the analytics and I'm gonna show you a couple more of my videos that actually perform, quite well for the most part. All right, so we're gonna take a look at the analytics now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click right here on analytics. And then as you can see, it gives us all these different tabs. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on content. Now, when I click on content, I wanna click on shorts because I wanna, distinguish shorts between regular videos and all the rest of the content. So from here, what I wanna do, obviously we can see that we got about 747 views in the last 28 days. Not bad, especially since I've only done 4 shorts on this channel. All right, so now if we go down here, this is the most important part. How viewers find your shorts, right? Now check this out. Shorts feed has driven 52% of traffic. YouTube search has driven 28% of traffic. Browse features 10%, and so on, right? But what's even more important is when we click on YouTube search, you can see I'm driving traffic from this particular keyword right here as far as shorts go. Also, YouTube algorithm is driving me traffic. YouTube algorithm explains driving me traffic, which makes sense because one of my shorts is called the YouTube algorithm explained in less than 40 seconds. seconds or something along those lines, right? That video is also ranking on the first page, but the way that it's ranking is through the mobile experience. Like if you go to the desktop, right? So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So if we go to desktop and we go into an incognito browser, let me go to YouTube real quick. And I type in YouTube algorithm explain. Now, if I do that, you can see that you don't see my short showing up anywhere, right? Because sometimes in the computer experience or desktop experience, you're not going to always see it. But one thing to keep in mind is that most of your audience is probably watching on their phone. And since that's the case, when they actually go searching on mobile on their app, they're going to see some of your ranked videos on there, right? So just keep that in mind. All right, so let me go ahead and get up out of here. All right, so now if we go a little bit deeper, I'm gonna go a little deeper in there, right? So we're gonna hit see more. And then you can see the traffic sources over the last 28 days, right? So YouTube algorithm, how does the YouTube algorithm work? So let me just hit all time since I know that this is short stuff and I haven't done a whole bunch of shorts. But if you look right here, we've driven 304 views from search alone. So all of these keywords have driven me traffic. And sometimes when it comes to shorts, I'll just let you know, you're gonna see some of the weird ones. So you got ASMR, Gypsy, and all the other ones that are not relevant to your stuff. But what I think is happening is the people that are typing this stuff are maybe they're your ideal audience, but maybe they were watching something else and then boom, your video popped up. And that's the only thing I can think of when it comes to this. But yeah, sometimes you'll see some of those different things. And if you look here, best way to get subscribers, that makes sense because I have a short called best way to get subscribers, which I showed you earlier in the video. And you can see I got 1 view from that and 46 minutes as far as the average view duration. And I want to say, let me actually go back real quick. Let's go back to content and let's look at my top shorts. Let me hit the X real quick. All right, so if you look right here, 3 things you should never not do when starting the YouTube channel. The YouTube algorithm explained, right? Makes sense because I got my keyword in the front, right? So that's giving me some more relevancy. And when you think about the shorts inventory, it's not as competitive as the long form video when we're talking about search traffic, right? So that's one thing you definitely want to, matter of fact, just write that down right now. Put it in the comments, write it down. The inventory for shorts is not as competitive when we're talking about search, okay? All right, and then best way to ask for YouTube subscribers, how to talk into the camera. Now, I kind of want to go into one of them, the YouTube algorithm one. So if I go into this one, and then we go to see more, you'll be able to see. Let's take a look at the average view duration. Hopefully, I can see the average view duration on here. Okay, so let's click on that. And then if you look at this, let me go ahead and move me out of the way real quick. Now, if you look at this, you can see that the average view duration is 35 seconds. So everybody that comes to this video on average watches at least 35 seconds of the video. So with that being said, this video is 40 seconds. So that's a pretty good average view duration. And I didn't mean to say that everybody that come here on average, most people that come to this are going to watch at least 35 seconds of that, right? And that's powerful, right? Because what YouTube sees is, okay, people are really watching this video and they're engaging with this video, so let's keep pushing this video out, right? YouTube is also always going to show you what you're most interested in. They're going to keep pushing your content based off on how people respond, all right? All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get ready to show you how I optimize this stuff. So I'm going to go over here to Morning Fame and I'm going to show you how I did the first one. Let me put me back in the corner. All right, so now as you can see we got our title and we got our title also in the description. Now, when I first released the video that was about how to talk into the camera, this was the title, the only real way to connect with your audience using video. And I want to say within the first 2 or 3 days, it did about 1,800 views with that title. And I could always switch those titles back out if I really want to, but that's what happened with this, right? But then what I did was I wanted to test and see, okay, if I put an actual keyword there, will it actually change the rankings? And crazy enough, when I did that, it actually changed its ranking, right? Which means that if you put your keywords in your title and you put it, closer to the beginning rather than on the end, that's going to give you more relevancy, right? Which is why you saw I was able to rank. Now let's go ahead and open this up real quick so you can get a little bit more clarity on how I optimized it. Okay, so boom. So we got our title, we got things that are related to it. And then what I love about Morning Fame is if I hit highlight tags, you can see that I didn't even add all of the things that it needed. The only thing I was focused on was just adding the keyword and making sure everything was good to go, right? So if we go into the analytics, let's actually go to the details over here so you can see this video. Same exact concept. The YouTube algorithm explained how the YouTube algorithm works. That's the main one that I was trying to go for. And then right here, you can see I made sure I included YouTube algorithm, and then I included relevant words such as, we got the algorithm, which is being one of the words. We also got 2022 inside of our stuff. And then we just made sure it was related to, what I was talking about in my video. And then what's very, very important is what type of keywords you're actually adding. I know most people say, tags don't really have any relevance, only for like misspelled stuff. But one thing to keep in mind is that YouTube is not a human, right? Robots work off data, right? So how do you give YouTube data? It's going to be through what you say, what they see in your video, and then also the tags to kind of tailor it a little bit so they can get a full understanding of exactly what's going on. Now, not saying that they're just like, they're guaranteed, but I always recommend you putting some tags and giving YouTube the best shot to put your videos in front of right people. Now, if you want to go a lot deeper than what I went in this video, more of like a step-by-step process on how to rank your videos, then definitely go ahead and watch this video next, because it's going to show you exactly how I'm able to do that consistently almost every single time. See you over there.